Welcome back to Inert Chemistry. In today's video lecture, we will discuss about the degradation of amino acids. Let's first see the overview of amino acid metabolism. As you see that amino acid consists of two parts, the amino group and carbon skeleton. First of all, this amino group is removed from the amino acids. As a result of the removal of amino group, NH3 or ammonia is formed. This ammonia is highly toxic substance and it is readily converted into urea, a less toxic form. The conversion of ammonia to urea occurs during the urea cycle, and urea cycle occurs in liver. Then this urea is excreted out of the body through urine. The remaining carbon skeleton is either used to make pyruvate, intermediates of TCA cycle, acetyl-CoA or acetoacetyl-CoA. First, we discuss the metabolism of amino group. During the metabolism of amino group, the first step is transamination. Transamination is defined as transfer of amino group from one amino acid to keto acid to form other amino acid and keto acid. For example, here a general amino acid is shown. It contains NH3 amino group. This amino group is transferred to keto acid. Alpha ketoglutarate is a keto acid. The amino acid from amino acid is transferred to keto acid. And as a result of this transfer, a new amino acid glutamate is formed and a second keto acid is formed. Transamination is a reversible reaction. It requires aminotransferases and coenzyme pyridoxal phosphate. The amino acid glutamate acts as a collecting center of amino groups from various amino acids. The second step is deamination. Deamination is defined as the removal of amino group from amino acid in the form of ammonia or ammonium ion. Note that during the transamination, there is only transfer of amino group, but during deamination, the amino group is removed from the amino acids, leading to the formation of urea. Deamination is of two types, oxidative deamination and non-oxidative deamination. During the oxidative deamination, deamination is coupled with oxidation. For example, the nitrogen atom present in glutamate is converted to ammonium ion during oxidative deamination. The ammonia or ammonium ion are continuously formed during the degradation of amino acids and other nitrogenous containing compounds. This ammonia is highly toxic and it should be readily converted into urea. As you know, urea cycle occurs in liver. So this ammonia has to be transported to the liver so that it can be converted into urea. For the transportation of ammonia towards the liver, it is first converted into glutamine. For this purpose, ammonia combines with glutamate, and by the help of glutamine synthase enzyme, it is converted into glutamine. About half of the circulating ammonia in the blood is in the form of glutamine, but some tissues use alanine to transport the ammonia towards the liver. This glutamine acts as a storehouse for ammonia. Later on, by the help of glutaminase enzyme, the glutamine is broken down into ammoniamine and glutamate. This ammoniamine is then incorporated into urea via urea cycle that occurs in liver. The urea is less toxic form, but it is also secreted from the body through urine. So this is metabolism of amino group that consists of transamination, during which transfer of amino acid take place, deamination, during which the removal of amino group take place. Then this ammonium ion formed during deamination is converted to glutamine and transported towards the liver. In the liver, this ammonium ion is incorporated into urea and excreted from the body through urine. The second is metabolism of carbon skeleton. The carbon skeleton of amino acids can be converted by the following four ways. The carbon skeleton is either oxidized by the TCA cycle to produce energy. It can also be used for the synthesis of non-essential amino acids, or the carbon skeleton can also be used for the synthesis of glucose or for the formation of lipids. The carbon skeleton of 20 standard amino acids can be converted into one of the 7 molecules, namely pyruvate, acetyl coenzyme A, acetoacetyl CoA, alpha ketoglutarate, succinyl coenzyme A, fumarate and oxaloacetate. जो स्टैंडर्ड 20 अमाइनो एसिड्स हैं उनके कार्बन स्केलेटन से इन 7 मॉलिक्यूल्स में से कोई एक मॉलिक्यूल जो है वो बन सकता है. Actually, there are two types of amino acids: glucogenic amino acids and ketogenic amino acids. So let's first see what are the glucogenic amino acids. These are the amino acids whose carbon skeleton is degraded to pyruvate or one of the intermediates of TCA cycle. Glucogenic amino acids ऐसे अमाइनो एसिड्स हैं जिनके कार्बन स्केलेटन से पायरोवेट या सिट्रिक एसिड साइकिल का कोई इंटरमीडिएट बन सके, उन्हें ग्लूकोजेनिक अमाइनो एसिड कहा जाता है. While the other form is ketogenic amino acids. What are ketogenic amino acids? These are the amino acids whose carbon skeleton is converted into acetyl coenzyme A or acetoacetyl coenzyme A. Mainly, there are two amino acids that are primarily ketogenic. These are leucine and lysine. But there are certain different types of amino acids that are both glucogenic as well as ketogenic. Means that their carbon skeleton is either used to make glucose or ketone bodies. These include PIT. PIT stands for phenylalanine, isoleucine, tyrosine and tryptophan. Thanks for watching this video. We will soon come with another video of new topic.